have checked what is there here. And this one I'm going to store in a M. Later I have stored. See, just I have written the column and the equal to M. So in this column, which is equal to M, it is selected. Right? Now I'm going to store this one into a new one, new variable name. After storing in this new variable name, why I'm storing in a new variable name? Because in this variable, again, I have to select the marks now. So marks column, I am going to extract. So where the marks M is caps lock. So you have to use the same M, caps lock M. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Dot mean. You are going to take the mean. You know how to calculate the mean now? Already I have explained in the statistics and in the NumPy also I have told you dot mean. Same thing. You are just applying dot mean. Right? Now in this way you are calculating the mean value of the males. Okay, done. Similarly, what we are going to do, this one, whatever we have done now, copy and paste. Now we are going to take F of marks and this one also female, F. Right? Next, we are going to calculate this one. So now this one is there, this one is there. Two things are there. Now only this is printing, this is not printing. But in order to print this one, you have to use the print. Otherwise, it will not print. So print. This one also I am going to use inside the print on. After writing that, you will understand why one value is getting, why other value is not getting. What is the problem? Because in the Python, if you don't write the for the last one print means it automatically prints, but in between any variable you want to print means clearly you have to use the print one. Otherwise it will not print. Now two values getting printed. Both the values are getting printed. Okay, male and female both are ready. Now the same thing I want to write clearly that print male average marks is equal to 70. That word also I have to get. So what I am going to do, inverted commas open, M and inverted commas close comma. Two variables, how to print two variables, you know, right? First one, second one. This I have explained in the print, during the print. Similarly, this one also. In the print, I'm using F, inverted commas, comma. Now what happens? Two variables. When two variables are printing, in between what will be there? Space will be there. So M space 70, F space 75. It is going to have like this. The same thing. Okay. The same thing, whatever you have done here, you are going to use the group by function. So the same, I'm going to have a shortcut like this. df1, in that I'm going to apply the group by gender. Within the gender, I'm going to take marks and dot mean of that. And I'm going to get F75 and M70. Whatever I have written, this is the backend code of this one. Since in this case, I have taken first one is F. So if you want first one as F means, bring this one to top and bring this one to the bottom. That is the return file. This function was created by giving the return of these two prints. Getting the point? My interview question will be this one. Why I explained all these things means my interview questions will be in this way. What is meant by group by is general interview question. What is the code? Can you explain the code, how it is working? Not only this one, every code I will ask in the same manner. If someone is saying for me the code answer means, I want explanation of that code, how it is working. Any code, how it works in the backend. You have to explain. From that, I will understand whether this person is a by-hearting person and remembering person or understanding person. Group by, okay, you can remember. I'll ask what is meant by group by. You are going to say group by, and this is the course as syntax. You are going to say explain, okay, done. And you are going to work and you are going to get the output also done. But that is, you are remembering or you are by-hearting for temporary purpose, or you are understanding, and from understanding you have got that one. How I can know that one? If you are in my position, how you can understand that students are that person is understanding person or by-hearting person? How will you understand? How you are going to test? The same logic I am also applying. My question is whether this person is a understanding person or by-hearting person is my question. How to check that one? What are the options are there to check that one? You tell me. Those options only we are going to apply in the interview. That's it. Nothing else we are doing. We are checking the fundamentals, we are checking the basics, and we are doing that one miss. We are checking whether the person is an understanding person or by-hearting person. So understanding persons with respect to they understand and they apply their subject and they things miss, automatically they'll have a excellent growth in the IT industry. Who are remembering for temporary purpose, they are not able to get the jobs. Why the people are not able to get the jobs miss? Because they're seeing as a namke vast and they want with respect to for temporary purpose, okay, work is going on, okay, done. That is the reason, right? Next one is cross tab. Group by is clear, right? Now cross tab. Cross tab here, the group by, you are going to apply one is discrete variable. You are going to group by using discrete. Discrete categorical variables only you can apply the grouping. Continuous variables you can't group. You have to group based on the category. For example, I'm having with respect to the students, males and females is one example. For example, mobile phones. Students number of mobiles 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Something I'm having. This each student and number of mobiles like this I'm having. Now this is a discrete count variable, but still it is a discrete variable. Now based on the discrete variable you can write. Wherever the discrete variable is there, that discrete variable you can group. You can group the students who are having 0 mobile phones as one group, whoever the students are having with 1 mobile phone as one group. Right? Example. Minimum every student has 1 mobile. I know that one also. Example. This is example. Okay. So here just you are going to group by. Group you are going to apply. Whether it is a discrete count variable or discrete categorical, you have to take the discrete variable. The second one, whatever the mean or median or standard deviation, whichever the variable you can apply is for continuous variable only you can do. For continuous variable only you can apply the mean or median or standard deviation or variance or minimum value, maximum value. Statistical values if you want to apply miss, you have to take the continuous. No sir, I don't want to apply the statistical value. I want to check with another column, value counts. Then here also you have to take the discrete variable. Based on the scenario, based on the variable, whatever the variable you want. Here, I'm going to separate the male data once again. Within the male data, liver patients, I want to check oral liver patients, total 583. Out of 583, 441 are males. Females are 142. This is total 583. Within 583, how many of them are liver problem patients? So yesterday we have seen that value counts. Where is that? It is liver patients are 416 and non-liver patients are with respect to 167. Okay. 2 things we are having ready. Now non-liver patients are there. This one is there. Now these 416 liver patients, in this how many again males are there, females are there? Within 416, how many males and how many females? Similarly, within 167, how many males and how many females? I want this one. Within the liver patient only, I want how many males are there. This is my question. Overall males is 441. I know this one. I am asking within 416, how many are there? Or otherwise, you tell me within 441 males, how many of them are liver and how many of them are non-liver? At least you tell me this one. Anything is okay. Overall is 416. But within the 441, how many of them are liver and non-liver? How you can get miss? By using the, first you are going to separate the data by taking the male candidate. Males you are going to separate. Within the males candidates, again you are going to apply the liver patient dot value counts. Now total males are 441. Within the 441, how many liver patients are there? How many non-liver are there? Miss 324. These many people are there. 117 or this one. So first you have separated the male data. This is your first step. Within that you are going to again apply the liver patient. Within the male, again you are going to apply the liver patient and how many are there. That you are going to check. Similarly, female data. Female data is total is 142. First you are going to separate the female data. Again within the female data, how many liver and non-liver are there? Liver patients and non-liver miss. Again, you are applying the value counts of like this, that is 92 and 50. Now, this entire things I want in a single shot. Instead of writing 4 lines of code, I want in 1 line of code. That is called as cross tab. Cross tab. pd.cross tab, you are just applying pd.cross tab of df of gender versus df of liver patient. You are going to get like this. If you don't write margins is equal to true means you are going to get only like this. Now 50 plus 92. What is 50 plus 92? Total how many females are there? 142. Total how many males are there? 441. Just adding of these two is total. Similarly, how many non-liver patients are there? 167. Similarly, this one, how many total are there? With respect to 441. Sorry. That is 416. Right? Now, like this, you are going to separate the data and you are this output also you want means you have to take margins is equal to true. Right? Margins is equal to true. If you write margins is equal to true means you are going to get like this, including the totals. Left side and bottom wise, you will get the total. If you don't want total, only just the center value, if you want miss, just apply the cross tab. This is for purely for categorical data. Exactly. Only 2 variables should be categorical, then only you can apply the cross tab between them. Cross tab is applied between the 2 categorical variables. Is that clear? With this, pandas is completed. Right? Two is not there, right? I have checked the value counts means it has shown me the categories. What are the categories I am having is 0 and 1. Where is 2 is there? What are the PDF I have uploaded? In that 1 and 2s will be there. Instead of 0 and 1, 1 and 2s will be there. So if you want, I will upload the latest PDF. Anything is same. Both are same. Just I have replaced wherever the values of 2 is there, just I have replaced with 0. Yes, you can even do that one. As per your choice. First, you can take only the liver affected people as separate, and within that males and females you can get separate. Then how to write that code? Can you explain? Whatever the question you have asked me. DF of, again, enter the DF of liver patient. Take the liver patient. Equal to, not equals to. Equal to 0. You are going to separate the data. And these patients are called as non-liver patients. Non-liver. You write it as non-liver. Within the non-liver patients, again, you write with respect to gender dot value counts. Then first non-liver patients will be separated. That is 167 or how many non-liver are there? 167 only. Yeah? 167 you are going to separate. And in this 167, you are going to calculate non-liver, the gender wise. Within 167, again, you are going to take gender wise. How many males are there and how many females are there? Okay. If you want like that. Simply, instead of DF of gender, comma DF of liver patient, that's you apply this, you can get everything in one shot like this. Now you can say, within the non-liver patients, 0, how many males are there, females are there? From gender perspective, if you see also out of 142, how many 50s and 90s are there? You can say from both the perspective. From 167 perspective, if you see like this, it is going to be 50 and 117. If you see from this perspective, 142, 90 and 52 will be there. Right? Is that clear? Sir, can we apply cross tab on columns of more than 2 columns? No, you can't apply. You have to apply on the 2 columns only. You can take with respect to 2 columns. That is the function was created. The function was created with 2 values. Is that clear, guys? Next one is cleaning the data. Right? Next one is we are going to clean the data. Now for cleaning the data, if there are missing values are there, in the given data, missing values are there. How to check the missing values is different. In your interview, they are asking the question, how to check the missing values means the code for missing values. How to check the missing values means the code is df dot is null dot sum is the code to check the missing values. Now, how we are, after checking, okay, missing values are there. Now, how we are going to deal the missing values? How to deal or how to treat the missing values? They are going to ask like this. How we are going to deal that or how we are going to treat the missing values? This is a different question. Generally, if I ask the question, how we are going to deal the missing values means, if you say this answer means, in my mind, I will be fixed. Okay. Anyways, I'm not going to select the student. Time pass I'm going to do. Okay. So we'll start the time pass game. Okay. So if you are not saying some answers means, still we have to ask you some for minimum 20 to 30 minutes of the data science interview will be there. If data science interview is for 5 minutes means, for you it has done only for me 5 minutes, not only for you, anyone. For 5 minutes only they have done miss. He is the one of the world greatest person. He can't be selected, never. In 5 minutes only they have concluded and they have stopped the interview miss. Okay, generally the data science interview will be minimum to 20 minutes is the minimum and maximum it going to be 60 minutes. It depends on experience to experience. Experienced people will have even for 60 minutes also. Okay, they want to extract the maximum output from that person, whether he is capable of that. Because it is going to be depend on the salary. If I'm expecting a salary of 12 lakhs or 13 lakhs or 15 lakhs like this means, my interview will be of 30 minutes. If I am expecting 40 lakhs means, they have to see the worth is there or not. Na? For that, they have to ask me for more number of questions. Na? For that, it will take more time, obviously. When I am expecting more salary, automatically it will take more time. Right? So it depends upon your salary also, the time of the interview. And here, how to check the missing values is df.isNull.sum is used to check the missing values. How you are going to treat the missing values means 2 options are there. Option number 1 is to remove the rows which are having the missing values. Remove the rows which are having the missing values. The second option is replace. Either you have to remove or you have to replace, but you can't continue with the missing values because the machine learning algorithms will not work if they are missing values. That is the problem. So for machine, we have to give first we have to deal the missing values, then only we can give the data to the machine to understand. So we have to replace or we have to remove the rows. Right? Now, first one is with respect to remove. Generally, in the entire data, whatever the data they have given to you, in the entire data, the raw data, the entire data means raw data. Whatever the raw data or whatever the initial data they have given to you, in the raw data, you are having the right to remove 5% only. In the entire data, you can remove 5% of the data without permission. Without permission means no one going to ask you the questions. No questions are asked. If you have removed more than 5%, you have to tell the explanation. You have to show the statistically. It has to be proved. Not manually. Sir, నాకు నచ్చలేదని చెప్పి తీసేయడానికి కుదరదు అన్నమాట. You can't say that I am not interested, so that is the reason I have deleted. You can't say like this. You have to statistically prove. Statistically, you have to prove that one. Then only you can remove more than 5%. Otherwise, you are not having the right to remove. Okay. in the data science project, and whatever that project is going to have for 4 months, and if whatever the work I have given to you, some work I have given to you, and this work you have completed by end of the day, and the result is okay, satisfied for me, then I'm not going to ask what is the process you have applied. If the answer is correct, no one will ask what is the process, no need of process. If the answer is wrong, why you have got this one, what is the reason, they'll ask number of questions. Plenty questions will be there if this is the problem. If the answer is correct means no questions, happy, right? So here, more than 5% of the data you are not having the right to remove. You have right only up to less than 5%. 5% less than 5%, if you remove also, no one is going to ask the question in real time. If you remove the more than 5% means, you have to write the justification for that, right? Reason for that. Now, here I am going to check first one. So first I am going to load the data set. For loading the data set, I am going to import NumPy and Pandas. And I am going to load the data set of this is the data set which is called as climate sample. This is a US data set. Okay, real-time data set which is related to car. Okay, car insurance data set. Now, what is the thing is that with respect to, there is a car accidents. Some car accidents will be there, and car accidents, for example, there is a car accident and the car will have some kind of insurance. Now, if you go to the insurance company and if you want to claim, the insurance company is going to say, this is the condition, so we are not going to give the insurance. This is the condition. So many conditions. If some buts, they will come into picture. They are going to say this, due to this condition, we are not going to apply. This condition is not applied. Like this, they are going to say, na? And for that, they are going to hire the attorney. Attorney means lawyer. So in the US, if they want to go to the insurance company and want to get the maximum amount, means they'll hire the attorney, means lawyer. With the lawyer, they'll make the insurance so that the lawyer will ask all the law questions and he'll extract the maximum insurance. He'll try to get the maximum insurance. That is the reason generally they will go with lawyers. Okay. So here I'm having the data set where I'm taking the 10 records. This is a sample one. The entire data set is with respect to another one is there just to show the sample. Why I have taken 10 records? Because I have to show here there will be some missing values are there. Na? This missing value, this missing value, this missing value. I have to replace. If I have done if there is only 5 records, first 5 records and last 5 records are visible and center part is done like this, how will you understand that it has been replaced or not replaced? Whether it is replaced also, in the first 5 records, there is no missing values. No missing is there. In the last 5 records also, no missing is there. How you will understand that it has been replaced or not replaced? So for training purpose, I am going to take this one. Tomorrow, you know automatically. After doing that one, after executing that code, automatically it will replace, you understand. But initially when I am training first time, I have to show very clearly. Na? That is the reason I am taking only 10 records. Reason is that. Is that clear? Why I am selecting only 10 records? So now here there is a missing values. This one is there. This one is there. This one is there. Now how we are going to treat? Before treating the missing values, first you have to understand the data. This is case number. Case number means for every case, one number will be allotted. Na? Unique value. This case number you can take as index number also. Every case number will be unique number. So this can you take even as the set index value. And you can use lock by using lock also. Now, next one is CLM. CLM is claimant. Who is going to claim that one? And what is the sex? 0 means with respect to female, 1 means male. Sir, why partiality? 0 females you are giving? That thing. Alphabetical order it will take. In the alphabetical order, first F will come. So that is the reason 0. M will come next. It is 1. Okay. Automatically in the Python order. Alphabetical order. So 0 for F and 1 for M. Similarly, insurance. 1 is they are having the insurance. 0 means no. Again, alphabetical order. Okay. Next one is with respect to seat belt. Whether they have wear the seat belt, yes or no. And what is the age of that person and what is the loss they have made and whether they have taken the attorney or not. For that particular case, attorney is available or not available. So this is the entire data. Now in this data, tell me with respect to what is the missing value of this. This is the missing value now. Incidence. What type of variable this one is? Discrete. Discrete categorical, because either yes or no you are going to have. The yes is converted to 1. No is converted to 0. But it is a discrete variable. Okay, discrete. Next, seat belt. Already filled now. No problem. Next, age. Tell me for age, what is the variable? 50, 18, 5, 31, 30. Generally, age can have negative decimal values. Is possible for age or not? Age is possible for decimal values, right? 30.4 also will be there, right? Age. So, since it is a continuous variable, age is a continuous variable. Next, loss. Loss is whether a continuous variable or discrete variable. Continuous variable. So, now here we are going to deal the missing values by one is remove and one is replace. So, how we are going to replace? Replacement will be done with respect to either mean or median or mode. Mean, by using the mean value you are going to replace, or by using the median value you are going to replace, or by using the mode value you are going to replace. When you are going to apply mode means for discrete variable you have to replace with mode. For discrete variables you have to replace with mode. For continuous variables you have to replace either with mean or median. When we are going to apply mean and when we are going to apply median again. So when there is an outliers are available. So mean is getting affected or non-affected? Gets affected. During the descriptive statistics I have told you, you have to remember this one. I am going to use the next one in the further class. That is today's class. At the time I have told you that outliers are going to affect the mean heavily, whereas median and mode will be less impacted. I have told you, right? The same thing I am going to apply now. So when there is an outliers, when no outliers are there, you should replace with mean. When there are outliers, mean gets affected. So that is the reason we go with median. When outliers are there for that particular column, you have to replace with median. When there is no outliers, you have to replace with mean. So in the interview, they are going to ask the question, how you are going to treat the missing values means, you are going to say that I am going to either remove or replace. If replacement is done means, I am going to replace the values for continuous variables with mean or median, for discrete variable with mode. Next question they are going to ask, when you are going to use mean or when you are going to use median means, you are going to say, if there are no outliers means, I am going to use the median value. If there are outliers means, I am going to use the mean value. Sorry, when there is no outliers means, I am going to replace with mean, and when there are outliers means, I am going to replace with median. And they are going to ask why. Next question will be next why. Continuous. Next after next. Like that only it is going to continue. Why? Why you are going to do that way? You are going to say that mean is getting affected by the outliers. It is getting affected by the outliers. The value will be more affected, whereas median will be less affected with the impact of outliers. The change in the median will be less. Before outlier and after outlier, the change will be very less. That is the reason I am going to replace with median. Is that clear now? Like this, the interview questions will be there. After the class, if you type in the Google also, in the same way, you will get the interview questions. Okay. Is that clear? Now, how to replace? Okay. Theoretical is clear. Now, practical part, that is coding part. So first we are going to check the info and we are going to understand how many continuous variable and discrete variable, everything. And we are going to see how many missing values are there. That is checking the missing values. This is the check. Now that is incidence is having 2 and age is having 1 and loss is having 1. Now let us understand. First one is remove the missing values. How we are going to remove is df dot drop NA. NA is not available. NA stands for not available. Which are the values are not available, that particular row will be dropped. Okay, by using like this, and you are going to store into the new data frame, that is df1. Now in the df1, missing values will be dropped. Okay, we should not remove more than 5% of the original data. We should not remove. This is usually okay for very big data sets. remove option is okay for very large amount of data sets are there, means at that time remove is okay, fine. But small amount of data is there and you are removing, means it is going to have a big impact in the result, right? And if you want to store into the original only directly, means you are going to use df.drop NA in place is equal to true, so that it is going to drop in the original only. Okay, I'm going to keep as a comment. So if you want to replace in the original. Now next one is replace the null values. How you are going to replace, means either mean, median or mode, or you are going to simply fill with some arbitrary value of your choice. If you want to fill, no sir, I have done the research. Generally the what we say, for example, car mileage of a car is there. So generally car mileage will be having with respect to 4 kilometers. Bench car or Audi car or BMW car will have even 4 kilometers as the mileage. And with respect to even 25 kilometers, we can get with respect to Maruti 800. Okay. So in this range, we are having with respect to different mileages of car. Now, what would, in your analysis, you have decided that generally the cars will have of 12 to 15 in between like this. And you want to replace with that value, means directly you are going to fill with the sum value. When you are going to do with this one with some value, means based on your research. When you have researched that one and you want to fill that one, at that time you are going to fill this one with that value. Otherwise, this thing. Okay. Or your data engineer team or your domain expert, he is going to say that whenever there is a missing values, you replace with this value. Generally in the body, this is the values will be there. Something he is going to say like this. Okay, which is a common thing, most common thing he is going to explain. That common thing you want to replace directly, you can directly use, right? So what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to load the data set. Already I have loaded now. In this first, I'm going to take the age value, age.mean, which is continuous variable. Age is a continuous variable. So mean value I'm calculating, and df.climate of age, that is age, dot fill NA. Fill NA you are going to use. Fill NA is nothing but fill the null values with whatever the value you have got here, that value output you are going to write here, and in place is equal to true. In place is equal to true means in the original data frame. Now let us open the original data frame. So in the age, it has been filled. Wherever the missing value is there, first missing value is, where is the missing value? In the age, the last value is the missing value. This missing value has been filled correctly or not, you are going to check now. Done? That is the reason I have taken the 10 samples only. Okay. So that it will be very visible clearly for you. Right? Just you are replacing the fill NA and you are going to replace with the mean value because it is a continuous variable. Since it is a continuous variable, for continuous variable you are replacing with mean. How to replace with mean? The syntax I am showing. First you are going to calculate the mean value and you are going to fill. If you want to replace with median, write dot median. And whatever the value you have got here, that value is substitute here. Right? One more example I am going to show you in the loss. This is also continuous variable only, right? This I am going to replace with median. df of loss dot median. First calculate this one. You are going to get some value. Replace that value, df of loss, fill NA. Fill NA means it is going to fill that particular column by using this median value. First you are going to calculate the median value and you are going to store in the median. Whatever the value you have got, just you write that value here. Name is median. In place is equal to true. Means in the original data it is going to replace. Let us see. So wherever the missing values are there, in the fourth index number the missing value is there. The fourth index number has been replaced with the median. You want to write in the two different steps, means write in the two different steps. First you write this one, copy, paste here and check the median value. What is the median value? That is 0.874 is the median value. This median value, you are going to fill this value here. Fill NA. In place is equal to true means in the original data set itself, it is replacing directly. So like this, you are going to replace. So you may ask me now the question, sir, you told that median should be replaced when there is an outliers. And mean should be replaced if there is no outliers. First you have to check the outliers and then you have to do this one actually. Here I am showing the syntax. If there are outliers, how to replace with median. If there is how to replace with mean. The syntax only I am showing. In the later stages, you have to do that work of calculating first outliers and based on that you have to replace. Is that clear? Similarly, mode for incidence. First I am going to calculate the mode value. For the incidence, I am going to calculate the mode. Mode. Mode gives you the mode value and after that 0. So why 0? Let us see. Why 0? Why I have to keep 0? Apply this only up to here, mode. Then what you are going to get? Mode is 1. This 1 before to that 0 also is there. That is index. Why index has came? Earlier for this index has not came. Why for mode only index has came? Because mean can be one value only. Median also can be one value only. Mode can be one value. Sometimes mode can be two values also, right? Bimodal, multimodal, more than two modes also can be there, right? If for example, two modes are there. Two modes will be displayed, right? Now, which mode you want to replace? Out of two modes are there. Which one you want to replace? That you are going to write here in the bracket of 0. Then it will exactly select only 1.0. That is the reason I am writing the bracket of 0. And I am going to save this one in the mode. Why 0 has come is because multiple answers are there. Whereas for median, there is no multiple answers. For mean, no multiple answers. For mode, multiple answers are there, out of which 0 you are going to select. And now here you are going to fill this value here in the fill NA, in place is equal to true, and it is getting filled. Earlier, these are the two values, that is 6th and 7th index position. So that will be filled with 1 and 1. 6th and 7th positions, replaced with 1. In this way, you are going to clean the data, clean the missing values. Sir, if I want to replace with a general value directly, write directly the value name. Whatever the value you want to replace with, you want to replace with 45, write 45. 50 means 50. Whatever the value you want, you write directly. The syntax is, simply the syntax is df of that particular column name, whatever the column name, dot fill NA, in which the first one should be the value. Thus, only value is mandatory. In place is equal to true means it is of your choice. Whether you want to write in the same data set or you want to store it in a new data set, that is of your choice. Just up to here it is compulsory. df of column name dot fill NA and value. Whether this value is a mean value, median value, mode value, or arbitrary value, your choice value, as per your choice value, anything, one value, just you are writing that value. Is that clear? Fill NA is clear. With this, the missing values, you are going to fill the missing values in this way. Okay, there is one more option called as for treating the missing values, which we used to call as sklearn. There is a library called as sklearn. Similar to pandas, there is a library called as sklearn. Earlier, in the year of 2017, we used to work only on the pandas. Now, sklearn has been developed in such a way that entire related to machine learning, everything they have came with the solution in the sklearn only. Sklearn is also called as one-stop okay, in one shop you are going to get everything related to machine learning. One stop for ML. So in this only everything you are going to have. What is meant by one shop means in that shop only you are going to stop there itself. You are not going to go to the next shop. Why you are not going to the next shop? Because your requirements, everything has been filled here only. In that shop only, the first shop only, everything was been filled. If everything is available here, why will you go to the next shop? If here the items are not available, means you will go to the next shop. Similarly, everything related to one ML, they have created in one library called as sklearn. In the sklearn, there is a function called as simple imputer. This simple imputer is used and you are going to fill the missing values. Again, here also you are going to fill the mean, median, mode only, but the syntax is different. And out of these two, Anyways, the value you are going to fill. So for example, here the missing values are there. This value you are going to fill with respect to 4, you want to fill like this. You are going to write 4 like this. You are going to write 4 like this. You are going to write 4 like this. But value is 4. You are writing in the sklearn means like this, it will write. If you are writing in the pandas means, it is like this. The only difference is syntax. Remaining everything is same. Okay. How we are going to work this one is, we will see tomorrow. Okay. Along with this, next one outliers followed by encoding, everything we are going to see. Okay. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, we are going to complete the data cleaning part. That's it. Okay. So today practice the